стенки. Куда мне здесь? Привет, Андрей. Странно, я вижу твое сообщение с Твича, а когда я тестировал, ничего не приходило. Так, стоп, мне не сюда. Что-то я забыл, куда мне идти. Будет забавно, если это скрипт заглючил, хотя я сомневаюсь в этом, но... Черт знает. По идее, это такого быть не должно. А, нужно найти Бетанкора. Вот он, все понял. Я понял, что мне хотят. И выяснить, что он узнал. Да, я понял. Не, я просто перед началом стрима всегда проверяю, как работает сейчас чат. И у меня сообщения мои не доходили, например.
But he wasn't interested in taking on a cargo of Farkival or anyone else. Sorry I was in one, but he's dead now. We made the mistake of trying to lose me in a rowdy crowd and drunken consequence.
No matter, Midas. Tomorrow we visit the House of Law. I'm sure that will yield results. We retired for the evening, but it was to be a far from restful night. In the small hours of the morning, I was awoken by a voxed whisper from Betancourt.
Aegis. Rosethorn.
Rosethorn reveal.
Spectres invasive. Spiral vine.
I had to escape, but I couldn't use the door.
общем, надо свалить сейчас, судя по всему, ночью покушение, что ли, решили сделать на инквизитора. Типа того.
Who could have tracked us to the hotel had our cover been blown?
Привет, Эти. С чего это ты еле живой? Не пригодятся. Так, с чатом сейчас есть небольшие проблемы, поэтому могу с запаздыванием отвечать. Приветствую, Дрэгон. Маларианин, тоже привет. Я думаю, ага, все. Газ. Поскольку вентиляция отключена. Неприятно. Сегодня попозже Alien Isolation попробую стрим сделать. Как меня Андрей давно просил. Mass Effect завтра продолжится, если что.
Hotel engineering secure. Continuing our sweep. No sign of them yet.
общем, данные о том, как раз, что пытались захватить его во время сна живыми. И, соответственно, в описании операции типа разделиться на две группы и прочее подобное. По идее, я там открыл дверь. Отлично. Хилка. Сегодня корабликов не будет. Сейчас этот Айзенхорн, а потом Alien Isolation. Mass Effect завтра, как и кораблики. Нет желания просто сегодня играть.
Still quiet out here, sir. Nothing to report.
Maintain lookout. I'll be down shortly.
Да, это Вархаммер. Как раз по книге. Игрушка средненькая, но она прикольная хотя бы тем, что нетипичный взгляд на Ваху. То есть никаких спейс-маринов там и прочего стандартного клише, которое любят в игры засовывать. Ну и плюс радует то, что они от книги вообще ни на каплю не отошли. Я книги читал, все три. А так игрушка, середнячок. Можно было лучше, могло быть хуже.
Eisenhorn, be careful. The garden is swarming with assault troops. I should be able to get into a position to support you.
Хаситов нету. Ты играешь за Инквизитора сейчас. Расследование идет как раз. По сути говоря, как раз за еретиками охота. Орков здесь и не будет. А хаоситы не обязательно спейс-марины должны быть.
In position now. If you can draw them to one of those statues, I can pick them up from there.
Собственно, как раз сейчас он под прикрытием. В прошлом стриме как раз было, его пытались убить по прибытии на эту планету, прямо на орбите, на корабле еще. И, собственно говоря, договорившись с местными властями, что ну, как бы, попытка как бы убийства увенчалась успехом, он под легендой, что это, ну, он как бы представитель некого торгового картеля, хочет встретиться с представителями торгового дома, которые предположительно, ну, многие улики на них указывают, замешаны в общем, в связях с тем террористом, которого он преследовал 15 лет. И, собственно, начало игры, убийством которого начинается.
Prep and shot. Something's not right here. Who's in position?
Не идет сюда. Собственно, как раз можно через пси-ауру воздействовать на их разумы, чтобы подманивать.
Full alert. Target is spotted.
Prep and shot. Prep and shot. On my way now. I'll join you in the garden.
Можно было и так.
What's going on out here? Squad 1 reports. By the Golden Throne. What devilry is this? Who's there? What was that?
Put the weapons down now. You resist? You have made a mistake, a fatal one. I have no doubt. I am Inquisitor Commodus Voke.
Well met, brother.
We have a conflict of jurisdiction.
Then let us resolve it. Explain to me why you invade my apartments in the dead of night.
My work brought me to Gudrun 8 months ago. An ongoing investigation, a complex matter. A rogue trader had come to my attention. One Efreed Tanakbray. I had begun to close my net around him when he was scared into flight and got himself killed. Simple cross-checking revealed that a grain merchant called Farcheval had somehow been instrumental in that incident.
Farcheval is my cover here on Gudrun.
I am discomforted when I see Inquisitors holding to the soft, cunning ways of the radical. That way, heresy lies, Eisenhorn.
We need to share more information, Inquisitor. I'll take a guess and say your investigation somehow involves the Glor family.
Indeed. Since Pontius Glor's eradication, the House of Glor made great efforts to distance itself from his heresy. But my master Angevin, rest his immortal soul, always suspected that the taint ran deeper and that the family was not free of corruption. But from time to time, over the past 200 years, I have turned my eye to them. 15 months ago, I uncovered traces of a cult of great scope and power, old and hidden, stretching across many worlds. Some traces led to Gudrun.
I hunt out a cabal controlled by a notorious facilitator. A cabal set on performing an abominable crime. The trail leads to Gudrun and the Glors. You do the same with another heretical cell.
3 others, in fact.
3, then. And you see the shape of a far greater organization. From the facts, as they stand, we are both approaching the same evil from opposite sides.
Since coming to Gudrun, I have rooted out and burned 2.
В общем, встретил другого инквизитора, который тоже прибыл на эту планету, расследуя 3 других ячейки культов, которые были в других местах. То есть, как бы, что это основание подозревать, что как бы огромная еретическая, как бы, сеть как бы хаоситов, в принципе, распространяется.
Yet at the 11th hour, something either went wrong or plans were suddenly changed.
Ну, как бы их юрисдикции пересеклись, а поскольку один не знал о другом, в общем, попытались... Другой попытался захватить главного персонажа, собственно говоря.
I have visited them twice in 3 months. On both occasions, they have made every effort to answer my questions, allowing me to search the estate and their records. I have found nothing.
Поскольку он рассказывает, что он обыски, все разрешалось ему, что он ничего не нашел, никаких доказательств, тем не менее. Вот, и как раз Айзенхорн должен встретиться с семейством Глор, которое подозревается в организации всего этого дела.
In the spirit of cooperation, Voke, I will share all I learn with you.
You will do better than that. The Glors know me, but not all of my students. Haldane will go with you.
I don't think so.
I insist. I will not have years of work ruined by another agency such as yourself running roughshod through the matter.
Then he had better do exactly as I instructed. We left D'Orsay for the Glor Estates the next afternoon at 4. Our itinerary was to meet the representatives of House Glor that evening, an overnight stay and then a tour of the estates the following morning. After that, negotiations if both parties were still interested.
Окей. Да, запалили, но ничего страшного, как видишь, не произошло. Так, секундочку. Ну, на Акаде инквизиторы не нужны. На Акаде нужны космодесантники, гвардейцы и прочие.
Welcome to House Glor, Sire Farshaval.
My lady, Michaelis.
If you would kindly follow me. I trust that your journey was pleasant. We find that the weather here is so much more clement than at the coast. I'm sure you will find your stay here most relaxing compared with Dorsey. I hear that the city is simply pandemonium right now, what with all the martial celebrations. Not that I get much chance to visit, you understand. House Glor may be one of the oldest families of Gudrun, but it is to the future that we look. So I am kept ever busy attending to the needs of prestigious trade delegations such as your own.
Обычное следствие болтовня.
I have seldom seen such extravagance and riches outside of an imperial court, or Tobias Maxilla's staterooms. The grandeur of the house itself and its ostentatious decorations spoke of a family as wealthy as it was old. A cousin of the Glor family and his entourage were visiting from off-world, as were several other trade delegations, and a wealthy shipmaster called Gorgon Locke.
Welcome to our humble abode, Master Farshaval.
It is an honor, my Lord Oberon.
For a grain merchant from Smaita, it surely must be.
Uricel, commander of the House Militia and brother of Oberon, the current Lord Glor.
I don't know Uricel. I have met plenty of rich grain merchants.
Gorgon Locke, wealthy shipmaster.
But how many with such intriguing female company?
And Ecclesiarch Datso, representative of some missionary order from the sub-sector Edgewell Damas, which House Glor was sponsoring. This would be a long night. Well?
We ran sweeps of this wing while you were at dinner. Most of the rooms were spy-wired with vox thieves and a few picked sensors. Haldane has set up a small jammer to blind the spyware in our suite. To probe beneath the manor, we need to bring the gun cutter in closer, but we can't do that while their long-range scanners are active. If you can get to the top of the East Tower, you should be able to disable their scanners. As far as we can tell, it's possible to get to the towers across the roof. But there are servo skulls patrolling constantly. You will need to be very careful.
If I'm not back in an hour, you can start to worry.
В общем, смысл таков здесь сейчас. Поскольку как бы они остановились у этих как бы на время якобы переговоров торговых в доме этого Глоа, собственно, его помощник Эймос сообщает, что в этой комнате они используют как поставили глушилку, чтобы их не могли подслушать, но в других комнатах были замечены пикт-сенсоры и прочие, в общем, охранные системы. А чтобы просканировать как бы дом, нужно подвести корабль поближе, но пока включены сенсоры дальнего действия, это невозможно сделать, соответственно, их нужно отключить. Чем, собственно, сейчас и нужно будет заняться. Так, минутку. Ну, патрулируют зону, серые черепа и прочие хрень. Охранные тоже. Сейчас включится. Не, Андрей, я в кораблике не пойду. Хочу отдохнуть, меня просто уже бомбить от них начинает. Причем без причины даже. Это уже первый признак, что устал от них. Да, 18-го будет, да. Там будет немецкий командир уникальный. Ну, будет как с советским командиром, или серия задач, и ты получаешь немецкого командира. Нет, ни Леста не дает, я с ними не сотрудничаю и не собираюсь. Я не хочу зависеть ни от кого в этом плане. Если, как говорится, если я захочу стримить War Thunder, я хочу иметь право стримить War Thunder без проблем всяких. И так далее и тому подобное. О, ну наконец-то у меня чат заработает. А, опять отрубилась, черт. Что-то нестабильно работает Wi-Fi. Может, ты операцию прошел, Кехта? Все окей.
Scanners down. Moving the gun cutter into position now. Eisenhorn, they have some kind of jammer operating. Its disruption signal is emanating from the guardhouse. You should be able to see the building. We won't be able to scan anything until it's gone. You'll have to find some way down. Sorry, Gregor.
Окей. Приветствую, Ликсер.
Eisenhorn, there's a fire escape on the outside of the wing you are currently in. It might be the safest way to the guards.
So, the scanners are down. True.
Knock this wing down and put extra patrols in the gardens.
Should we inform the claws?
No, they don't want to be disturbed. Find who's responsible. I want their heads or it's ours.
Так. Ну, сейчас просто всех их выбить, все равно монетки за это получаются. Конечно, настолько примитивный стелс.
What are you doing here?
Это... В смысле, Кехта, ты в недоумении, откуда командир? Так, защита. Ясно. Как же тебя отключить? А, ясно. Ну как тебе, Айова? Так, улучшенный Пайверсворд.
Hangar is outside the main gate. You'll need to retrace your steps back through the main entrance. Good luck.
Hey, you! Stop!
Айова мне больше нравится, чем Изюм. Изюм это... Мне не нравится. Мало людей, кому он по вкусу пришелся очень. Так, аптечка. У меня с ХП вроде все окей.
Be gone,
Come in, patrol. Response unit is here.
Нормально, аж 900 монет. Еще что? Нет, просто Изюм очень неудобный корабль. Он, ну не знаю, мне не нравится, на нем неудобно играть просто. Не говоря о том, что авики будут тебя просто во все щели иметь, любые, даже 7-й уровень.
Get out of here. Stop, you.
Можно было аккуратно пройти, но не сложилось.
And we're in.
Хотел же в ангар подняться.
An intruder!
Сундук пустой. Или не пустой, с лутом. Немножко монеток не повредит. В ангар попасть. Я не думаю, что через центральный проход. Ну, цепной меч можно взять здесь. Здесь есть ассортимент оружия, который можно открыть. Тупанул. Надо же.
Gregor. There's an entrance just by your present position, but it could be concealed.
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?
Так, и что-то мне требуется. Понятно, не то. Какой-то скрытый вход в тоннеле нужно найти. Где же может быть он? Или же мне просто банально не сюда. Хотя вроде бы... указывало. Ощущение, что вообще может быть не здесь это все счастье. Хотя нет, обратно выйти нельзя ведь. Бред. Я забыл, куда идти. Потеряться в линейной игре. Что-то здесь есть. Или это на улице летающая дрянь? Нет. Нашел. А. Небольшая головоломка.
The size of the underground base spoke of a complex and expensive operation that stank of corruption.
Intruder? Intruder! What are you doing?
Be still.
Глазастый. Привет, Зас. Приветствую тебя.
The answers I needed to shut this tyranny down lay deeper into the base.
Пока тут ничего не прокачать.
I heard something. Get out of here. Stop playing games.
Так, не, все-таки понизу сначала пройду.
Get out of here. Stop playing games. Hey, you! Stop!
Я ложанулся.
Step back.
Хотя, значит, пришел. Не знаю. Ну ты же знаешь, как в стелсе работает и слабовато всегда.
Intruder, you've made it.
Там нормальных стелс-экшенов раз-два там вспомните все.
Intro.
Мы Deus Ex вспоминаем. Идут два персонажа, врага. Убиваешь одного рядом с ним прямо. А второму хоть бы что.
Gone, heretic.
I heard something. What was that? You.
Что-то мне надоело стелсить с ними.
What was that?
Not bad. Ну, потому что сбивать их геморройненько. Они тревогу поднимают просто.
Identification scanning in progress. Error. Identification failed. Warning. Claim the current access.
Secured with 2 weeks.
You said that a month ago. What's the matter? You trying to inflate your fee?
I'm just trying to explain the delay. They're a difficult enough culture to deal with at the best of times.
That's why we pay you.
But we won't stand much further delay. We've invested a great deal in this matter. Time, funds, resources. It's meant holding back or cancelling other enterprises. Some of them very special to us.
You will not be disappointed, Lord. The Archeo-Xenon provenance of these items speaks for itself. The Saruthi are serious about their offer.
Какие-то ксеноартефакты обсуждали. Каких-то Сарути.
As I got closer, I could sense something terrible within.
А что тут есть интересного?
As I got closer, I could sense something terrible within.
Это касаемо системы безопасности. Ауч. Что-то не срабатывает. Что-то я упускаю. А, все понятно.
step away from the Pontius scum. Don't make me repeat myself.
A face was looking down at me as I came round. A handsome face with blank eyes. The face started to say something. Then it combusted and melted away. And I realized it was just a dream. And I awoke properly into a world that was nothing but pain.
Enough! Don't kill him! Enough, I said, Locke! Recognize this, Eisenhorn. Thought you'd wile your way in among us and then produce this crest and make us all cower in fear. Doesn't work that way with the House of Glor. We're not afraid of your kind.
Then you are very foolish indeed.
You think your friends are going to help you? We've rounded them all up. They're just down the cell block yonder.
I'm perfectly serious. Others know I'm here, and you really don't want to be messing with a servant of the Inquisition, no matter how much at your mercy you think he is.
Don't worry. I don't underestimate the Inquisition. I'm just not afraid of it. Now, there are some questions I'd like answers to.
You got it wrong, Glor. It's you who will provide the answers.
That is a Straussine neural scourge. Our friend Mr. Locke is quite an expert in its application. We were delighted when he volunteered to run this interrogation. Educated man like you knows all about pressure points. So does Strossi. But they like to do more than tap them. They like to burn them out. I studied with one of their sacred torturers for a year or so. This grip, for example, the one that's choking you. It's also paralyzing your respiratory system and stopping your just like that. I can stop your heart, burst your brain, blind you, so play along!
I could barely hear him. Blood was drumming in my ears, and explosive light and color patterns were fogging my vision.
He's halfway to death. I told you fools I wanted answers.
Ask me yourself.
What brought you to my house, Inquisitor?
The Pontius. It was a gamble, and I wasn't hopeful. But there was always a chance that the very word might auto-slay them as it had done Simon Croats in the Sundome on Hubris. As I suspected, it didn't.
You came from Hubris?
I stopped iClone's work there.
It was aborted anyway.
What is the Pontius?
If you don't know, I'm hardly going to tell you. I don't think he knows anything about the true matter. But I want to be certain. Can you be trusted to work efficiently, Locke?
My index needle is lancing right into your parento-occipital sulcus, directly influencing your truth center. You cannot lie, no matter what. What do you know of the true matter?
Nothing.
What is your name?
Gregor Eisenhorn.
Where were you born?
Dekera's world.
Your first sexual conquest?
I was 16. A maid in a skolam.
Your darkest fear?
The man with blank eyes.
What do you know of the true matter?
Nothing. Gorgonlock continued to question me for 4 hours. 4 hours that I know about. Beyond those, I recall nothing.
Lie still, Gregor. You're with friends. Lay still, old friend.
You know me, Amos.
Типа допрос его поймали, пытались выяснить, что он знает о, типа, настоящем деле. Но он пытался выяснить, что как бы они могут проболтаться ему. Несмотря ни на что.
What do you know?
We're as good as dead.
А их всех поймали, то есть.
Leaves this kind of work to you suicidal radicals. I just wish I hadn't agreed to join you.
Thank you for that, Haldane. Anyone else want to offer something less editorial?
We're in a prison cell under the west wing, to the rear, almost under the woodlands. They burst into our quarters after you'd been gone 3 hours and seized us at gunpoint. I memorized a careful note of the route we were taking to this place, and have mentally compared it with Midas's map, so I'm fairly sure of our location.
Скорее всего, я так понимаю, сейчас будут как в «Звездных войнах» втором эпизоде на арене скармливать.
Are you really an Inquisitor, Sire Archibald?
Yes, I am. My name is Eisenhorn.
We're dead. You've taken us to our deaths.
Michaelis, shut up.
I felt some pity for them. Guild Synesius was rotten to the core, and these men were corrupt. But they were only in this predicament because I duped them. What is it?
At Milodox, a 10-gram dose. You look like you need it.
I don't use drugs.
At Milodox is a painkiller and a mind clearer. I don't care if you do drugs or not, I want that in your system if that gate opens.
Why?
Have you ever been to a pits fight?
Prove yourself.
Божественная анимация. Оу. Я лжанул. Благо все рядом. Забыл про квик-тайм моменты. Блин, опять. Я все забываю, подсвеченная кнопка или не подсвеченная у них здесь нажимается. А мы вот с мышкой... Черт. Наверное, левая все-таки была, то есть не подсвеченная. левая, черт. Все-таки желтая. Зараза. Все, хотя бы теперь буду знать точно. Просто я логично нажал как удар. Криво сделанный кутае, это, конечно, беда.
The Inquisition will show you no mercy.
Kill them now! Kill them!
Я так понимаю, штурм начался их на типа замка. Отлично. Это десятка. Вот пистолет проапгрейдить можно. Пока нет дополнительного снаряжения, пусть хоть таким пользуется. Криво сделанная анимация. Ну, как передвижение монстра сделано было. Движение. Ну, реально смешно выглядело. Даже чат у меня нормально заработает. Не сюда, наверное? Видимо, да.
What was that?
Hey, you! Stop!
Он хедшот повесили ему. Аж башню снесло. Так, ну я так понимаю, мне туда идти надо. Ага, ну все понятно.
Who's there?
Eisenhorn. Die, scum.
There's no escape, heretic.
The House of Glor will tear your bastard emperor from his throne.
Самомнение, однако.
Use your last breaths wisely and unfold your truths to me, or the Inquisition will teach you pain that Gorgon Locke has yet to imagine.
You cannot even begin to imagine the imperial misery House Glor will wreak. The worlds of the Imperium will blister and burn before Oberon and Pontius. Exalted will be the great darkness of Slaanesh.
Where's Amos? The girl?
Last I saw her, the Savant was bustling around somewhere making notes. I haven't seen Elizabeth since we freed them from the pit.
Oberon Glor?
No trace.
Gorgon Locke? The churchman, that's so.
They're all probably cinders in the craft that tried to escape.
Decoys.
The Glavian is right for my money. I'm glad naval security could serve you here, Inquisitor Eisenhorn. I hope it's restored your faith in the battle fleet.
I liked him. An honest man doing his best amid the conflicting political interests of Battlefleet Command and the Inquisition. In later years, I would come to value all Madothine's honesty and discretion immeasurably.
Now whose methods seem wise?
Voke had brought a staff of nearly 50 with him. They had stripped the noble house of every shred of evidence they could find.
Much has been deleted, dumped, or burned. Much else is encrypted.
Iclone's mission to Hubris involving the Pontius was clearly important to them. But Oberon Glor told me explicitly that said endeavor had been aborted. Cancelled because something more vital had come into play. They referred to it as the true matter.
It would explain why your foe Iclone was abandoned. After all his preparations, the Glors failed to deliver the Pontius as they had promised.
That fits. Datso and the shipmaster Locke were clearly deeply involved in this true matter. We need to establish more facts about them. They mentioned the Saruthi.
A Xenos breed, outlying the subsector. Little is known of them and contact is forbidden. The Inquisition holds several investigations pending, but their space is uncharted.
But a rogue like Locke may well have established lines of contact with them.
Ordo Xenos must begin a survey of the Saruthi, but for now the matter is closed.
How do you reason that?
House Glor is destroyed. Its principal members and co-conspirators are slain. Whatever they were planning is finished.
I didn't even begin to argue with the old man. Voke was sure of his facts. His main failing, in my opinion. He was wrong, of course. I had returned to Dorsey in the care of the Imperial Hospice, where my many wounds and injuries were treated. Most of the cuts and gashes were superficial. Locke's work on me had left deeper scars. My face, they could do nothing with. Locke's promise had been lasting. I would never smile again, nor make much of any expression. Amos visited me to source information concerning the Glor's Confederates. The Ecclesiarchy had no record of a churchman named Datso. But I remembered that he had links to a missionary order sponsored by the Glors on the Edgeworld Damask. Astrogeographically, it lay just a few months' passage spinward of the uncharted regions of the mysterious Saruthi. Loink extracted from my mind the likeness of the pipe-smoking man. The image was copied and circulated through all branches of the investigating authorities. Loink recovered an image of the Pontius, too, by the same means. Amos confirmed that the strange artifact was precisely the correct size and dimensions to fit into the cavity in Iclone's casket. The one recovered from Processional 212. This was what Iclone had been awaiting. What the mass murder in the Hubris Ice Tomb had been for.
Не сюда. В общем, суть такова, что погибший этот захваченный, или захваченный, скорее всего, погибший глава как раз дома, а остальные сбежали, но они как бы имели дела с какой-то ксенорасой Сарути из близлежащего сектора, который было запрещено даже контактировать, и как бы даже карт нету сектора. Так, ну что здесь надо сделать? Видимо, обратно вернуться. Я не знаю просто, что еще можно здесь сделать. Не, Эльдаров здесь нету. Сейчас тогда это закончится сцена, я стрим закончу и где-то через минут 40-50 запущу стрим. Не знаю, наверное, по Alien Isolation тогда получается. Или Mass Effect дальше, я не знаю просто. Что за хрень-то? Неужели скрипт залагал? Охренеть. Походу скрипт лаганул. Ладно, попробую перезапустить. Но если это будет заново, то потом уже все. А, нет, все к счастью.
His main failing, in my opinion. He was wrong, of course. I had returned to Dorsey in the care of the Imperial Hospice, where my many wounds and injuries were treated. Most of the cuts and gashes were superficial. Locke's work on me had left deeper scars. My face, they could do nothing with. Locke's promise had been lasting. I would never smile again, nor make much of any expression. Amos visited me to source information concerning the Glor's Confederates. The Ecclesiarchy had no record of a churchman named Datso. But I remembered that he had links to a missionary order sponsored by the Glors on the Edgeworld Damask. Astrogeographically, it lay just a few months' passage spinward in the uncharted regions of the mysterious Saruthi. Loink extracted from my mind a likeness of the pipe-smoking man. The image was copied and circulated through all branches of the investigating authorities. Loink recovered an image of the Pontius, too, by the same means. Amos confirmed that the strange artifact was precisely the correct size.
Оказалось все просто.
Fit into the cavity in Iclone's casket. The one recovered from Processional 212. This was what Iclone had been awaiting. What the mass murder in the Hubris Ice Tomb had been for. On the 10th day, a catastrophic series of incidents began to unfold. It began with the Ultima Victrix exploding at anchor above Dorsey. In the ensuing chaos, Battlefleet Scaras waged war against itself. 6 ships were lost, and Captain Estrom's mobile battle group mysteriously vanished in the confusion.
В общем, раздрай внутри флота произошел еще, и 6 кораблей как бы дезертировали.
It took little time to ascertain that no amount of torture would make Uracell talk. Then he doubts that the Glor's authority had survived were dispelled over the course of the next week. Sabotage and riots spread across the subsector, and the Lord Militant's fleet was put to quelling revolt at home instead. Chaos reigned. Why, after what may have been centuries of careful, secret establishment, had the hidden cults risen, exposing themselves to the wrath of the Imperial military? I believed the answer was the true matter. The archenemy was embarked upon something so momentous that it was prepared to sacrifice all of its secret forces to keep the Imperium occupied. Damask was a harsh frontier planet at the very limit of the Helican subsector. One of 100 worthless, seldom visited places, and the location of the mysterious Datso's supposed mission.
I've been sectioning the landscape as you requested, Inquisitor. The atmosphere is hindering my scans, but I'm getting there.
В общем, расследование также привело на планету Дамаск, где как бы вот этот некий экклезиарх Датсо был направлен к домам Глоу когда-то. И то, как бы, в попытке как бы сейчас выяснить, куда они могли сбежать, и вообще любые, ну, как бы наводку любую на них набрать. Не, видишь, просто помогло. Ладно, сейчас на этом я заканчиваю стрим по этой игрушке. А где-то минут через 40-50 я либо Mass Effect запущу дальше, либо Alien Isolation стрим. У кого будет желание, присоединяйтесь. Удачи!